I'd like to show you an app called TouchRetouch. If you search for TouchRetouch in the App Store, you should be able to find it. This app is especially helpful for removing things in your image that you don't want there. I'll show you a couple of examples. So if we tap on albums here on the left side, it'll bring up all of our photos. I'd like to show you how to edit this image here in the middle. I chose this image as an example because there's a few things in it I just don't like, and this app is perfect for removing them. So what we're going to remove is here on the bottom, in the middle, there's a green dot here. There's also a couple cracks in the road. You'll see one on the right and also one here on the left. There's also these little poles here, and I want to get rid of those. It doesn't make a big difference, but it's a great example to show what this app is capable of. There's a few different options in this app that you can use to remove things. On the bottom, you'll see your menu. You have object removal, quick repair, line removal, and clone stamp. If you want to do something really quick and easy and you don't want to take a lot of time, just hit quick repair, and then you can use a brush or a blemish remover. Now a brush you're going to use to paint over the blemish, and it'll remove what it thinks you want to remove. As you can see, it did a really good job just removing that green dot. But I also noticed there's some gray spots on this road. Let's say those were blemishes in the image. Hit the blemish remover, and all you're going to do here is just tap on the area that you feel like there's a blemish, and it'll do its best job to remove it. So I'm just going to make all of these little taps here, and it's going to remove to the best of its ability what it sees. There are some options you can change with the blemish remover. Go here to the right side on settings, and now you can drag your size up and down for the blemish remover. So go ahead and just start tapping around, and you can see that the size of the circle is now bigger. But again, this is only so powerful. Sometimes you want to be more selective. So let's hit this arrow on the bottom left to go back to our other settings. Object removal here on the bottom left. This is a way you can be way more precise with selecting what you want to get rid of. Let's use the lasso instead and just drag a shape around the things we want to get rid of. And now hit go. And as you can see, it did a pretty great job trying to blend that area with the things around it. And it's going to try and make the best selection it can to fill in the blank. So I think it did a pretty good job. Let's go and hit the arrow again on the bottom left to go back to our other settings. Next, I want to focus on these cracks in the road, and we're going to use the line removal tool. You can see there's a couple different options. You have line remover and segment remover. Line remover is if you want to remove the whole line that's connecting. Segment remover is only removing a part of the line. Since we want to get rid of the whole line, let's just stick with line remover. Let's draw a line above this line that we want to get rid of. And as you can see, it did a really great job getting rid of it. Let's try and get rid of this one here on the right side too. And I think it did a pretty good job getting rid of that line. Let's go over here to this other side and do the same thing on this line. And again, I think it did a pretty good job. Let's try that over here with this stake. Did a great job there too. So as you can see, it's going to do its best. It may not be perfect, but this is a great app to just get rid of those simple little issues. Say this little dot in this cloud was a blemish, which, you know, it's not, but if you go to quick repair, blemish remover, just tap on it. It's just that simple to get rid of those little dots, and sometimes that makes all the difference. These little tiny edits can change how a whole image looks, especially if you're posting it somewhere or trying to share it. It just makes your images look more professional because you got rid of all of the issues. Let's say we want to get rid of all of these gray areas on the road. I'm going to go to object removal, and I can paint over it with the brush tool as well. Go. And as you can see, it got rid of all of those gray dots. I really like using this app because it's simple, it's quick, and you don't have to use Photoshop. At the top right, hit the export icon. That's the box with the arrow pointing upward. We can hit save as copy, modify the original image, or share with other options. I'm just going to save as copy. And just one more thing, if we hit back on the top left, you can see your before and after using this sort of grayed out box icon on the top right. So if you tap on that and hold it, you can see your before. Let go for your after. So before and after. You can do some really great things with this app. So I look forward to seeing what you use it for.